Welcome back, everyone. It is good to see you all. I am about to head out onto the water to teach a lesson. Actually, I'm going to do a paddle before the lesson, which is something I usually try and do just so I can warm up a little bit. But it gives me the opportunity to talk about a piece of gear that comes up very infrequently, that I use all the time. I think I've only shot one video in the entire length of this channel where I haven't used this piece of gear. It is relatively front and center, and no one has asked about it. So I want to talk about spray skirts. My spray skirt in particular. This isn't about how to choose a spray skirt or types of spray skirts. This is about me and why I choose to wear a spray skirt all of the time. Got some wind today, because if it's blowing like this in here, it's blowing way more out there. Oh. Just for clarity, which I realize is a phrase I use a lot, I wear a spray skirt when it's 110 degrees out and I'm paddling in North Carolina. I wear a spray skirt when it's 60 degrees and I'm paddling in Alaska. I wear a spray skirt in the heat of summer. I wear a spray skirt in the dead of winter. There are a number of reasons for this. A lot of reasons for this. All right, there aren't that many reasons. In the summer, I really like it because when I'm wearing like shorts, I don't have to worry about sunscreen on my legs. My legs are inside the boat under the spray skirt. I don't have to worry about adding sunscreen. In the dead of winter, my spray skirt keeps me warmer inside the boat. Normally isn't a problem, but I prefer it in terms of I don't have water splashing in that can then freeze. Another reason that I wear a spray skirt all the time is that it's usually dictated by an employer. So REI requires their instructors, this is actually funny, REI requires its instructors to wear spray skirts. I can only speak for the East Coast instructors that I've dealt with, but a lot of them didn't know that. They were unaware that they were supposed to wear a spray skirt. I'll also say that when REI sent all the gear to open the outdoor school that I was in charge of, they only sent us 2 spray skirts. And it was conceivable we had more instructors. Like, I vaguely recall instructors like, you want to be wearing the spray skirt today? You want me to wear the spray skirt today? So that was an issue. But REI requires instructors, or at least used to when I worked there, to wear spray skirts. I always wore my own. I didn't like theirs. Knowles, I don't know that, I'm sure it's written someplace. I've never seen it. In that environment, it's a good idea to wear a spray skirt in Alaska, but I assume it's a requirement for instructors to wear spray skirts in Alaska as well. So required by employers, gets you in the habit. And honestly, the few times I have not worn a spray skirt, I think I've shot one video without a spray skirt because I wanted light going in because I had a camera underneath. Felt very weird to be paddling without a skirt. Okay, but here's the real reason. And it's the reason that Knowles and REI requires it from their instructors. And the reason is safety. A very common rescue that you do, a T-rescue, involves pulling the flooded boat up onto your deck and emptying it into there. It's very easy when that occurs. Nice wind. When that occurs to get water coming in here. Sometimes you're leaning the boat to get it a little bit higher, so you could also get waves in. So it's a safety factor there. It's a safety factor in case you roll your boat rescuing a student, which can happen. In general, it just dramatically increases safety, and that's why I always wear a spray skirt. So a simple thing, but think about it. Do you wear a spray skirt? Ever? Never? Sometimes? Maybe? Maybe you should wear a spray skirt. I think there is definitely a safety factor there. Think about it. When do you wear a spray skirt? So I think it's a good idea to wear a spray skirt. I think it's something you should think about. I do recall that when I got this boat, I had issues with the spray skirt staying on when I rolled. And I did not remember at the time that when I got my original Delta and was originally learning how to roll in that boat, I couldn't get the spray skirt to stay on either. And I assumed it was the skirts, not the boat. And so I agree now slightly with Delta, who says that it's a slipperiness factor, but this cockpit combing is also much narrower. If you didn't see that whole series of videos about getting the cockpit cover to stay on, I'll put links below because there's a bunch of them. Two of them are getting ready for Alaska. Then there's another one that I shot in the Outer Banks, so where I tried out the Delta skirt, which wasn't any better. So yeah, I'll put links to those down below. I was initially using the NRS Neo touring skirt, which I actually really liked, but it wouldn't stay on the boat, and I assumed it was the skirt, not the boat. Hey everyone, this is Brett from the editing room. I just want to add one more thing, which is I think what holds back some people is a fear of entrapment. They're going to feel like the boat is going to roll, and with the spray skirt on, they're not going to be able to get out. Super common fear to have. But in reality, I've never seen anyone roll a boat and get stuck in the boat. Entrapment fears and thoughts is a topic for an upcoming video. If that's something that concerns you, let me know down in the comments. But not really something that I've seen is people getting stuck in boats. In general, I've had more issue staying in the boat as opposed to getting stuck in the boat. Okay, back to me. Going to head back ashore. Been paddling for about a half an hour, and my student should be here soon. Then we'll do a couple hours of paddling. Do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. That's that little button down there. If you like this channel, you can support it by buying me a coffee. There are links down below. Coffee is also where my books are in electronic form, and the guides way, and gear lists, and stuff like that. So check that stuff out. Otherwise, I'll see you on the water.